Another first alert weather update, and Steve, just a few minutes ago it was quiet, and then all of a sudden, boom, heavy rain, thunder, all of it.
It came down, and we needed the rain. It not only cooled us off, but our lawns needed it too, because it hasn't rained very much for a long time, so it was a good thing to happen. And let's take a look at the storms approaching today from our Van Wezel cam. A beautiful day all day long until about 5 o'clock or so, and you'll see the shelf cloud pass overhead, and it just kind of doused the sun coast, and it's starting to improve the conditions right now. So let's get right to radar, showing what is left, the heaviest from about Sarasota up into Manatee County, moving to the mouth of Tampa Bay, and it had a lot of lightning with these storms. I'm glad most of you got indoors, because when you get lightning like this popping up, get inside quickly, because there were a lot of blue positive strikes, the most deadly kind that come from very high in the clouds to hit the ground that can kill you. You can see most of the storms up in Manatee County are now beginning to move offshore. I think give it another half hour, 45 minutes, but down in southern parts of Sarasota County, Charlotte County, they're dissipating, and it's just going to be a nice, cool, pleasant evening in the southern part of our viewing area. Currently, it's pleasant at the airport, 74, with the showers ending, dew point 73, so the humidity is up. And it dropped our temperature from 91 to 73 in just a few minutes with those storms passing in. Last night's low was 72, so we're almost to last night's low. Still above normal on both counts, but I think we're going to cool down a little bit as a nice cool front approaches us on Tuesday and Wednesday. Before we talk about Hurricane Ophelia, I want to tell you the purpose of hurricanes. Meteorologically, they are to take the excess heat from the tropics and deposit them in the Arctic. It's been going on long before human beings were walking this earth. Now let's talk about Ophelia. Maximum winds right now 85 miles an hour, and tonight, within the next few hours, it's losing its tropical characteristics. It's losing its eye, and by Monday morning, still 80 miles an hour, and as it moves over the heart of Ireland tomorrow as a post-tropical low, it's still going to pack quite a punch. Probably the strongest punch since Hurricane Debbie hit the island in 1961. Cutting right across the heart of Ireland, 65-mile-an-hour winds, but the right-hand side gets the strongest, so a lot of England, Wales, Scotland are going to get very heavy rains. Now, the purpose of hurricanes. Look at it moving up north of Norway, delivering that excess heat and moisture into the Arctic, just as a hurricane should. As we saw earlier in the newscast, the wildfires still very smoky out there, but they're getting a handle on many of the blazes. Winds, other than at Napa, where it's offshore at 16, very dry offshore winds. Until we get the humidity up, things are not going to get much better, and it'll take most of the week for that to happen. You can see in the teens the humidities throughout the wine country. Point Reyes is a lot of times engulfed in fog, 100% humidity. To see the humidity in the teens and 20s is just very rare. Take a look at the forecast for them. They are going to get some rain later on in the week as we look at the European model. By Friday, I think they could get a quarter to a third, but it is so dry out there, a third of an inch of rain isn't going to make that much difference, but it will raise the humidity and also lower the temperatures, which will help. We don't have any of those problems here on the Sun Coast. A look at our week ahead. It's going to turn a little cooler, more comfortable as we go day by day, because a cool front will stall over us about Tuesday and Wednesday, and that will bring more comfortable nights especially. Here's the RPM computer forecast showing that front approaching from the northwest, and also some fog possible in the morning hours, but as the sun comes up, it should burn off. And then late Monday, Tuesday, that front sagging right over top of us, increasing our chance of rain to about 50 or 60%. Nothing very heavy, but just behind it, maybe a drop in dew point temperatures of 2, 3, 4 degrees will make it feel much better by the end of the week. And here's your 7-day outlook showing the chance of rain bumping up with that front on Tuesday and Wednesday, then drying out. And look at our lows in the upper 60s. It's going to feel pretty nice as we move later in the week.